What's going on? Mm, there we go. I don't like that. It's too much light. Too much damn light. That's fine. Let's see. Oh, got 3 people, it looks like already. That's kind of quick. The live stream didn't go too good this afternoon. Of course, hey, what's up, D? First one in. Las Vegas, what's up, my friend? How you doing? It's my man. Help me out that time with the website. Real Jiggy lurking. I don't know if I know you. Still waiting on habeas corpus, huh? Yeah, that seems to happen, when we ask some difficult questions, What's up, Nikki? Puertoito, Elsie, Loudermilk, Ronnie Love. What's up, brother? Ronnie Love from up above. Oh. There we go. I lost you guys for a second. you. So what's going on, guys? It's how long you been waiting, D, for the habeas corpus? Hey, K1 with the guns. Let me see what I got there. Not bad. Not bad. That long? All right, so I got a month. No, 2 months. Jesus Christ. You really want to mess them up? You should add some add some more evidence. Really drive them crazy. I don't know if I could teach you anything, Jingy. No, hearing, yeah, well, hearing would be good. 18, yeah, mine are about 18 too. Thereabouts. Gave them the Oh, yeah? Yeah, because that's a contract. I mean, they did that to me as well. See, I had an agreement, and they went and they just completely obliterated it. That's what I was telling the story this afternoon, when they retroactively modified it, and they don't have any power to do that. They have no power to do any of that stuff. What happened was they were trying to bully me, and then when I was learning, and then I really started messing with them, I figured all their scams out. Thank you, buddy. And nobody. What's up, pal? And I really screwed them up, stating they are merely contractors. They are. They are. Hey, Mikey, what's up, buddy? Mike Gilligan, another former brainwashed police officer like myself, and we realized that everything is crooked. And unfortunately, the guys on the job now, if we can only get some actually to take a police report, would be great. Nah, once in a while, I'm just playing around with this. I might do that like with my paperwork, to answer some questions instead of me answering all these emails. Again, I just started doing this live feed, so I'm just having a little bit of fun talking to you guys. We got 33 people. SC Hayes, what's up? Upstate New York, which part? What's up, pal? Jamil? I used to go snowmobiling in upstate New York, up in the Adirondacks and Speculator. Oh, the Finger Lake. Okay, all right. So you must go snowmobiling up there. Yeah, we got some people got things done. We're dealing with some really, really crooked people. I mean, we're dealing with some really nasty people. I mean, they have absolutely no respect for the Constitution. They have absolutely no respect for our rights. And you would think that somebody that shows up to court prepared, they would show you some respect, and they don't. They actually treat you worse. Yeah. Oh yeah. Pennsylvania's shot, especially with you. I mean, with the stuff you've been through, right? We've been dealing with you over a year now with them. Pennsylvania is really bad. Um, New York is really bad. What else is bad? Indiana, I think, is pretty bad. Um, what was good? Kansas was pretty decent, believe it or not. Arizona, yeah, yeah. I would think Arizona, Kalamazoo, Arizona. They're pretty conservative over there. No, they're bad though, huh? Oh yeah. Well, I want to know how it. That's another thing. See, they um, they weaponize these divorces, okay? Because they know going in that if they don't get you now, they're going to get you later to pay child support through the system. So that's what happened with me. I going in told my lawyer right away, and my ex-wife didn't have a problem anyway because I was paying her, and that I'm not paying. So then what they did was they put in the agreement, and they put those three little words at this time, and those three little words really screwed me. So like I would tell anybody with an agreement, you don't want any words that allow them uh, to modify it in the future, because contracts are not supposed to be modified. That's it. They're locked in. I found some precincts will take online criminal complaints. Yeah, I mean, I think I've always felt that's the way to go. I was really stressed out for a while because I was going my what I wanted to do was I was going to go to the courthouse and call 911 and try and get somebody to come with me as a witness, preferably somebody who was a cop. And what's up, Hal? What's up, Ivan? And when they show up, record it and then show them the evidence. Java Red, smoking the cigar. Or hopefully in September I'll see you. And just see when you get the cops on the scene. See, when you go to the precinct, they can pull all kinds of shenanigans to not take the report. But when they show up on the scene, and then you got you're videoing them, and then you're showing them evidence, and you got evidence, you got video footage. It changes the game, and you might be able to force them to take the report, especially if a boss shows up. Because then what you do is you could start, you're going to start threatening to sue them. And hey, Dougie, what's up? Yeah, I got my white T-shirt on. The and cops don't like being sued. I can tell you that right now. Okay, and that's kind of where I feel that's the way to go, because you're going to get a third party involved, and they're not going to stick their neck out for somebody else. Okay, I called I went to the DA's office. I got this real nasty black woman. Oh, nasty, like she was pulling this. I got 19 years and this. By the way, this is Queens County DA's office. Okay, they don't do shit in Queens. I knew guys that were cops for 15 years in Queens and never went to a grand jury before. 15 years, never went to a grand jury, which is a joke. Okay, when I was a cop in New York City, I went to grand juries almost every week. Okay, in 1996, I made about 70 arrests, and I made about 40 felony arrests. So I was going to a grand jury, and not to mention I was involved with my friends as assisting arresting officer and all this other stuff. So I was going to court all the time. But yeah, they're robots, Mike. You're right. They have no discretion, and that's what they. When you came on, I came on. Like we had the old school guys where we were taught that on the street we're the boss. And that also means with the sergeants. Like some sergeant is not going to tell you to change something. If you do, you pull out your memo book. Yeah, sign my memo book, and I'll do it. And a lot of times they won't do it. But getting back to the DA's office, she's like, well, I got 19 years on a job. And I'm like, all right. So I was a cop for, how many years? And she's like, oh, what am I supposed to be impressed with? I go, wait a second, you're trying to impress me with your 19 years, and then you're not impressed with me. I'm trying to tell you I have experience. What's up, Joe? And meaning that I have credibility. And she was going through my paperwork, and like after like going over three of them, what's up, Frank? And she's just like, oh, you got nothing here. And I'm like, what are you talking about? And then what she used as her basis was because she got divorced. So she wasn't because of her experience as a DA. It was because it was her experience as a district. I mean, as somebody who has gotten divorced. She was a blithering idiot. But the thing, and then who was in the room with me was a retired NYPD sergeant who was a nice guy. But but what they do is they hire retired transit cops who and then they work in the DA's office, and these guys, well, they don't go out of their way. I actually had a friend of mine, a pretty decent friend of mine, work there, and he was just like, I don't know what to tell you. Well, you got to go to court. If your daughter's 30 years old, you got to go to court. Okay, that's why. Okay, they're not going to do it themselves. Thanks, Bobby. They're not going to do it themselves. That happened to me. I was paying child support. My daughter was 23 years old. And then they were telling me it was my fault, basically. They do it all the time. It's called a prejudgment. So that's why you got to go and do the cease and desist. I mean, I started writing them up, a few months ago, but it hit me. I'm like when you have a void judgment, they tell you that you're allowed to do a collateral attack, meaning you're allowed to, file something else and then attack it. So let's say you do a cease and desist. So when you're doing a cease and desist, you're going to show that it's called an incomplete written instrument. You're going to show that it's defective. Okay, and it's a defective order because one, it's not signed by a judge. Two, you weren't before a judge, right? With quorum non judice, and basically you're not in a court. All right, and I'm going by New York, by the way. But what's up, Mark? And that's the way to go, I think, just by arguing there in court that this is not a warrant. I can't have my property seized. First of all, if they're going to seize your property, it has to be by a final order. Okay, they can't just start seizing your money like as soon as the case begins. Okay, because all the facts haven't been seen, right? There's no evidence introduced yet, supposedly. So that's why I got the idea to do that. And then when I started getting attacked by the trolls, what's up, Jeff? That's when it tells me that I'm onto something. Whenever these trolls attack, and I don't mean like, what they're doing is they're adding doubt in the comment section. So what they're doing is they're discouraging you guys or taking away your hope. Don't waste your time doing that. I did it, and that's what they were doing. Okay, so that's what they were doing. You have to pay attention to your own numbers, even as they are garnishing your wages. So you got to be on top of them with that. They just go crazy. And here's the sad. Also, you do the cease and desist with your employer. All right. Some people get worried about you might get fired. Thank you. No, you're not discouraged, but some people might be. That's what their job is. These trolls. I mean, listen, they got all these people sitting behind desks, and their job is to troll. Okay, there are a group of trolls that called Quatlo. I did a video on it. I mentioned it. Quatlo, Quatloo. It's basically like a message board type deal, where for lawyers and people in the legal industry, and they make fun of us. There's a whole bunch of videos on YouTube like sovereign citizen gets embarrassed in front of judge. They're trying to make us out to be stupid people. We don't know what we're doing. We're conspiracy theorists, you know, that type of stuff. So what they do is they don't go after the evidence that we're taught. They don't go after the facts. What they do is hey, HTY, what's up, my man? And what they do is they don't go after the facts. They go after you, and they try and portray you as this nutty guy. Okay, remember I did the video with the when the guy filed the order and the judge was basically talking about that, and that's why I try and discourage you guys to, don't get caught up in all the little side issues. Just stick right with the facts. Like the side issues. The judge was a woman and I'm a man, and any the 14th Amendment that makes you a slave. Remember, I talk about it all the time. Let's just stick to the facts. Let's stick to what we can prove. And now that we're using these adjudicated facts, what I did was I found a website with these lawyers, and they were saying this little known, the federal, not used federal rules of evidence is not applied. Federal Rule 201 D C2, and what you're doing is you're getting it introduced as evidence that you're introducing an adjudicated fact. And here's another thing: an adjudicated fact is law. Okay. Under 28 USC 2072. So, not to digress, but I'm dealing with an associate custody matter. Google. I don't know about that, Joe. Can I switch my Social Security to my EIN? Your Social Security is your EIN, I thought. My employer completely disregard. All right, so now you take the cease and desist and you go to court. See, the reason why I have you guys do the cease and desist first with your employer, as I covered in my video, is you have proof that you gave them the opportunity to take care of it yourself. Okay? And then what you do now is you take that cease and desist. Now you submit that with your cease and desist when you're filing it in court. You submit it with your complaint papers, your pleadings, okay? And that's your evidence. And it's your evidence that they disregarded the law, okay? And that's the reason why we do it. You have to do that because you always want to give them the opportunity to correct their mistakes. So, yeah, I mean, listen, 99 out of 100 are gonna disregard. I've had some people file the cease and desist and they actually ceased, but it doesn't happen that often. Okay, it doesn't happen. Information help me beat my case in Georgia for lack of jurisdiction. Hey, good job. I didn't use your paperwork. Other YouTubers help me understand. Okay, well that works. I've had a judge ask me if no, you always say no. You're not a sovereign citizen. Okay, that's a communist group out there. I'm not going to say their name. See, they have these communist groups out there, and they're helping implement the communist manifesto, it's called. And what they do is they're taking away our constitutional rights. So we're all sovereign, okay? So what's as I just talked about earlier with another case, we're not going to fight on the facts. You're going to discredit the person by calling them crazy. That's one of the reasons why they're pushing hard, hot and heavy with these, with the guns, with the, people with mental problems, because what's going to happen down the road is you can get any doctor saying that you got some type of medical. How many people are regularly going to see psychiatrists and psychologists? They can claim that you got a psychological problem and you can't carry a gun. See, they're trying to take away our guns. Okay, we're the most heavily armed people in the world, and they can't take us over, the one world government, if we have our weapons. Okay, what's up, brother? Hello from Massachusetts. Oh yeah, yeah. I get a lot of complaints from up there. Julio from Miami. What's up, Julio? All this info makes my head spin. It's really well. It's not that. It shouldn't make your head spin. It's really not that hard. All right. I try and make it as simple as possible. All right. If they're taking your money, were you given due process? If you're going to court, are you before a judge? If you're not in front of a judge, you're not getting due process. I did. How did I save your butt, Julio? Explain. Johnny Valdez, what's up, pal? Johnny V. Thanks, Julio. Yeah, live stream, it's something different for us, it's a way for us to communicate with each other. There's a lot of us, and I'm lucky. I got you guys are good guys. I have some good, good people, good subscribers. Man, it's been hot in New York City. Oh my God. Abdul Wakia, what's up, pal? 33, what's up, man? How you been, man? To me, it's about conveying facts. That's it. Well, we're dealing with sociopaths. I was oh shit. I was watching something, and that's what they were calling these people, sociopaths. And that's what they're doing. These people are sociopaths. They have absolutely no sympathy for us. None. Oh, we got guys trying to exchange emails. Well, I don't encourage you guys to do it if you don't know each other. Just incredible. The adjudicator said he was a judge, but there was no jury. No, he's not. I objected to the administrative hearing, but he said it was judicial. It's not. Okay? In order for it to be judicial, it has to be under Article 3. See, the scam that they pull is you're having administrative proceedings. Anytime you're having a Title IV hearing, it's administrative. So what they claim is let's say you're in front of a judge, they're claiming that it's judicial because you're in front of the judge. No, the judge took off his judge cap and became an administrator. Well, first of all judges are administrators anyway. Okay, that's another scam. But when the judges become what they're enforcing. So if a judge is enforcing an administrative procedure, right? He's an administrator. So I forgot who it was. One of my guys in I think it was like West Virginia, South Carolina, thereabouts. And I had the girl on the phone, and the girl's like, "Well, it is administrative, but when the judge signs it, it becomes judicial," which was complete bullshit. I had cops with hands on weapons. Yeah, that's what they do. You're bothering them. When you start asserting your rights, you're bothering these guys. These guys can't get back to their jumble word games because they're not smart enough to do crosswords. So they got to do these little jumble games. When you circle the letters, that simple stuff. And that's what happened with me. Explain registered mail. You go to the post office. You say, I would like to send something registered mail, and you need a person. You need a name. And that's registered mail. Real simple. By the way, you know how you can figure out how to do these things? There's a thing called Google. I really encourage you to use it. That's how I figured out a lot of stuff. I just know. Richard, hey, what's up, Richard? All right, listen, I'm going to be shutting this video down in a couple of minutes. All right, 23 minutes. And the reason why I'm not scheduling these things is I don't want to give these make it easy for these trolls. About a year ago, I was thinking about doing this, and I made a mistake. I must have clicked on scheduled, so they had it down that I had to schedule live hearing, and some guy started going off on me. 20 days late, so listen, these support magistrates takes them 3 months sometimes. What's up, Mike? Got a New York City temper like RW. Oh, you're from the Bronx, Joe? Yeah, I got a bad temper. Yeah. T8. Okay, all right. Well, listen, Hunter. If you want to email me, email. My email's in the description of my videos. All right, listen, we're at the 25-minute mark. I'm gonna go, guys. Listen, I want to say thanks for coming on. Have a good night, guys. Hey, passport issue. How do I get my passport? That's for the next video, Vincent. I'll talk to you later. Good night, guys.